I have a beautiful quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like it's very, very fitting to what we're talking today.
Beautiful.
And because whether we are conscious or unaware, we do co-create and co-design this reality. And I feel so much that it's really, like what we were also talking before, it is really important to actually feel what co-creation means. Like, I need to feel within myself what part of the bigger picture I play, where I am when I drop from the mind to the heart, and when I can really like feel it, then that creates already an awareness shift, because then I do feel that what I do has an impact on the world and on the future that is to come and that is to be created. 2020 is as well what we said before, the gateway. It's a big invitation. It's a big door that is opening us to invite us to walk into a new age slowly of greater awareness, greater love. And I feel like this year we had some moments where we felt that with like in the peak of the corona, when some pictures were going around social media and people started to feel this oneness, like we are all in this together, like that there was actually already a small glimpse of how people started to suddenly feel, to go from the mind and to actually feel.
Yeah, because that was one of the most remarkable things to me of this so special global event, that the impact, you can kind of compare it to maybe World War or terrorism. And the same effect now is not related to, because wars are often related to another country. And terrorism was related to another religion. So there's always duality. But now in this situation, as you said, we're all in this together. We all have the same enemy. And that also creates an opportunity. And what I like a lot, and I often use that, is that in Chinese, the word crisis actually has two meanings. It means danger, but it also means opportunity. And I really strongly feel that it's like that. So we are all in this together. We all kind of experience some sort of danger. But I think we get to the point, and some are already there, that we all together will see the opportunity. So that's beautiful.
It is. It is this big shift, like awareness shift, mindset shift. Because only then I can understand that co-creation is power. And power in the sense of, like, well, it's actually a big topic, like I'm a sovereign being. I'm a creator. I create with my vibration, with my frequency, this world. And that's a big topic actually. And it's also connected with my own inner process, because only when I go within, when I do my inner work and rise there, then I also start to have more of the capacity to actually see what is happening in this reality, and to see you, to see the situation, the reality for what it is. Because most of the time, what is it? It's lost, because I'm in my process so deep or so overwhelmed that I cannot really process
so
or
disconnected, right?
In this connection. And that you do Reiki as well, that's also then connected with chakras, like the whole disconnection within ourselves on various levels. But once we feel that we do have the power to co-create, and we also feel then a responsibility, because once I understand and I start stepping to into the role that I'm here for in this world, like my purpose, then I feel like I'm part of everything, and I also have my responsibility to contribute by being of service, but to be really able to respond, I can only when I'm in a place within myself, where I can hold my own process, basically. I feel like
so there's this feeling of service to others, right? Because service to self is important as well. And I'm a Libra, so I believe in a balance. But I think last year's the balance for service to self was way too low or too high or too heavy. And now I think we get slowly back to more service to others.
It's something is harmonizing, like slowly, like in the outside world, but first it needs to happen within ourselves. And also that's we need to be willing. Like if I'm not willing to do it or open to do it, then
conscious first of all, right?
And conscious, as well.
And I think there are a lot of situations getting harmonized now. Also feminine and masculine. If you look at the environment, of course, and material and immaterial situations. So that is also part of the crisis situation. I believe that
it is.
It's and it was needed a lot, because so many things for so long were out of balance, and it was we were getting to the edge or to the border. So maybe the universe and Mother Nature are helping us a little bit there to rebalance.
And we're syncing with them as well in like within, so without, right? When they are syncing something or in a process, we are as well. It's the whole, it's on a universal level. That's this big understanding, this big interconnectedness and interdependence. But the challenge is actually to really feel that, because it can only always stay sometimes something in the mind. But when I feel it, when I make small experiences like connecting in a community or with nature, then I start to feel it, and then I can actually scale it up, because when I feel it, it's a knowing, and then I can imagine, visualize how it is on a bigger scale, like how it affects me on a bigger level as well.
And technically they say that's also part of the process, right? The feeling part is actually key to actually manifest or not. And that's beautiful. And also for me, when I sometimes really try to visualize this new world or just small parts of the new world, and you really feel it, and when I really feel that strong connection, I also feel it almost like giggling. It's like in my heart area or even lower, it starts to giggle, and it's like such a powerful and nice and giggling kind of energy. It's really nice.
And when you say that, I actually feel it like just by you talking about it, and also what you said before. It's like I start to feel the excitement in me as well, because energy is contagious too.
Exactly.
Right? So there is something in me that starts to how exciting that is in a way, like, and how beautiful it is that there is somebody that is imagining that, but also not just for yourself, like in the bigger picture, it's also for all of us. And that's beautiful.
And communication, they say, I think it's only, what is it, 20 or 30% words. Everything else is non-verbal, right?
Yeah.
So that also explains what you just said, that sure, you can listen to words, but there's so much more interaction going on, and people feel that.
Yeah,
right?
And that's so actually already like being in 5D, because there it's like learning a different language as well, like learning to notice the subtle energies, and how something makes you feel, and then frequency on a frequency level, and to go into this excitement stage, joy, peace, harmony, like all those emotions that are much higher on a frequency level, and that's already like living in 5D. And
it's already there. We can just connect to it, right?
We can tune
and
into
these
it.
days, and I notice it like for the last months, that these days also the energy is already lifting. It's already going up. So then it's even easier to connect to it. I also notice that my daily meditations are so much easier, and not every day, but most of the time I do feel a different energy in the universe and around us.
And how that is reflected in, for example, the Schumann resonance. And there we can see, we can literally see that we make an impact by visualization, by mass meditations, peace meditations. When they happen on a big scale, we can see like that a harmonious pattern is then reflected in the Schumann resonance, and that's the proof for
our head, most of all.
Yeah, for the head.
Because often we already feel it, and some maybe conscious, sensitive people, they feel it already. They don't need that proof. But it is interesting of this time that we can now also with scientific results can actually confirm that. And for people who are maybe not that conscious or sensitive yet, it's very meaningful. And even for conscious, sensitive people, it's nice to see, right? As a result, like, oh wow, see, I'm not crazy.
It is. It is. It's just sometimes a more of a validation. It is true. I mean, we feel it, we know it, but then to see it, like to see the impact of everybody out there that is joining and tuning in, I think that's beautiful.